gonna start the recording here. All right, guys. It's gonna be a little different tonight. We got Mark from Day Trading Zones in the room tonight. Okay, and I've asked him to come in for the simple reason that I decided to take his course. Okay, and I think one day I was in the room. You guys all know I love to trade UVXY, right? It's my baby. Who knows that? You guys know that. I think he saw that I had a nice little trade on UVXY, and we talked on Skype, and I really asked him to help me master this, right? It's a sore subject with everybody that tries to go along UVXY and hope the market's going to fail. That's not how you trade UVXY. All right. So, and we started talking on Skype and become trading buddies a little bit, right? Before I begin, I want to ask you guys one question. All right, everybody, I'm not going to take up a lot of time so we can get to Mark. Why do you guys trade? Why do you trade? I want to ask you all that, and I'm going to tell you why I trade. Log in and out if you got an echo. Why do you guys trade? What is your reason for trading? This is money and passion. Like to win, like to make money, make a living, okay. Freedom, okay. All right, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but these are all really lame answers, guys. Guys, it's all lame. Time out, time out, time out. All right, we don't need it anymore. Wall Street offers you the ability to make the most money you're ever going to make in your life, all right? If you want to make money, you can go to Vegas and play roulette table, right? And if you go broke, you're going to have a place to stay because they're going to invite you back on the house for free, right? Guys, you got to think. If you're going to think why you trade, you got to think bigger than that. All right. The reason I trade is because in about 2005, my dad broke his hip. He got a staph infection in the hospital and he died. And I promised that I would take care of my mom. And then I realized that that goal wasn't even big enough. When I retire, I want to own a house where I can have like 20 dogs, rescue dogs. That's how I want to retire. That's why I trade every day, right? So think about the answers you gave. Okay? Think about the answers you gave. Money, 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 money. Okay, go deeper than that, right? Let me ask you a question. Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you guys wake up in the morning? I mean, what reason do you wake up for? Family? Jake's getting it. Yeah, I wake up in the morning to enjoy life. Okay? Right? Okay, I wake up in the morning because I want to enjoy life. All right? So when you think about the reason, two things you're going to need to know to be a successful trader. The first one is you need to know why you trade. You absolutely need to know that. All right? Right? If you don't know why you trade, you might just as well give up trading. You're not going to make it. And then once you realize why you trade, what's the next step that you need in your trading career? Once you realize why you trade, what do you need next? You need a plan. All right? You need a plan. You need knowledge, but you need a plan. All right? For me, the alarm clock is my plan for wake up in the day to enjoy life. All right? Most traders don't have a plan, right? Who here can honestly say that you have a plan to trade any market condition that's going to come your way? Who can honestly say that? I can't really say that. I'm developing my plan. I'm still developing my plan to trade in every market environment, right? So I want to go over one thing. I have been trading If someone asks me how long I've been trading, I can't really remember. Let's see, in 2005, I went to take care of my dad, so it was before that, 2 years before that. Quite a long time, right? And I'm still investing in my plan, okay? And I've done quite a few things um, to invest in my plan. I've gone to like John Carter, right? He sells you an indicator. You get 3 days of trading. You pay $1,200. I got the voodoo lines. Yep. I got lines that I can't figure out what they do. Okay. In this market right now, I feel we are getting a once in a lifetime opportunity that's going to hit us. We're in the last stages of a bull market, and there's going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? So one of the things I did is I put a small amount of money into a trading account, just over 25,000, right? And if you take 25,000 and you can do 12% a week and you can compound it, you can make $9 million. Okay? You can. I'm not lying to you. It's 25, that's trading account, right? Okay? Could this make your reason why you trade? Could it make it come true? Okay? This is hard work though, right? And let me show you, for full disclosure, let me show you the first 2 days of the month trading in this account. My first 2 days trading in this account, I made 5.2%. 2 days. I've had a 3.83% day, 1.4% day. Um, am I on the way? Am I on my way? Yeah, right? So the question is, well, here's the SPY, here's me, right? Am I on the way of doing it? Yes, right? So can you achieve whatever you want to achieve as long as you know why you trade and you have a plan, right? And that's how you compound it. Who is getting who is in this room, who is this making, is this making you think a little bit? Now, for me, even though I've been trading over 15 years, it's making you think a little bit like you haven't thought before, right? But what you got to realize about this market, guys, this is probably the worst as far as ethics, as far as people wanting to steal from you. This is probably the worst place you want to be, right? When someone's on TV saying how good a stock is, they're probably dumping it right into you, right? You know, a tick on the ES is 1250. That will buy lunch. Some of these guys will throw their grandmother in front of a bus to take that 1250 from you, right? Because they don't give a shit about you, right? But if you're an easy victim, they're gonna take it. And Simon, taxes have a futures actually have a little tax advantage, right? So I took the course with Mark, and unlike anything I've seen on the internet, it's like, for me, the Harvard course. Now, Johnny, I don't know if you're here. Johnny's taking it with me. Jorge's taking it with me. We're taking a mastery course in options. Let me show you. Mox, are you here? I don't show you guys this a lot, right? I'm gonna go over that, Jake, a little bit. Let's go one step let's go one step at a time, right? Mox, I don't know if Mox is here. If you guys were in the trading room the other day, yesterday, right? Went in NQ futures and I said, NQ's bottom, guys. You got to go long, right? Who is it? Who remembers that, guys? Talk to me. Who remembers that? I said, NQ's bottom. We got to go long. Market's bottom. You remember it, Rebecca? Did you take NQ futures long? Now, why did I know the NQ futures had bottom? Anybody see this chart? Came right down to this red line. It wicked at a major support zone, okay? And it just went up from there. And now what pattern do we have on the NQs? Very simple, guys. I've learned this from somebody that has... Okay, what did I do today? What did I do today on the markets? Anybody? What do we do in the room in the markets? Come on. For most of the day, but we went short up here. Okay, you get this nice little M right around the zone. We went short here. What I wanted to see was something like this. It kind of goes short on the break above, right? So remember I mentioned to you how brutal the market is, right? Mark has been trading for 20 years. And he knows how brutal the market is. He's made millions, and I guess he's also said he's blown up a few accounts, a lot of blood, sweat, tears. So I wanted to learn from him. Period. I just wanted to learn from him, so I did. And number one is I don't show you guys this a lot, but I use this Pro Tools to make money. And I'm making, remember I just showed you the account. So far I'm up about 6% in 2 days of the month. This market's a pretty crappy market to trade. Can we agree that this market's a crappy market to trade? If you're a directional trader, right? Can we agree? Remember I showed you yesterday I made $381 today. Let me show you. Looks like I'm up. I'm going to add another $419 to it, right? So we'll add another $419 today. Using this Pro Tools, okay, I'm using this Pro Tool, right, getting my levels. This all makes sense to me. But more importantly, this course right here. I just want to show you quickly what the course I'm taking, guys, because this is really important. So number one, the first thing I got in this course is I got a 1-week boot camp. Now, I run the room, so I couldn't be in there during the day, right? But you get the videos. I got the videos, and I got videos from the other boot camps. Amazing. It goes from point A to point B on options trading, wealth management, etc., etc. Mark can talk about that a little bit later. Every Tuesday, there's a chart blast, okay? And unlike the room here, Mark has a room where, let me see, recordings library. These are his trading rooms, right? He's 3 days a week for 3 hours, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I've seen Mark come in the room with 100 contracts a SPY, etc., etc. However, Mark doesn't consider going into 100 contracts of SPY and making $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 real trading. Okay, the real trading is what I am learning in these modules, all right, which is basically income trading, all right, and there's a lot here, okay. Going into trading weekly options, there's an options mastery class. I mean, I haven't even started going through half of this stuff. Now, what he's also taught me personally is how many people in this room, and this is really, 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 really important, have gotten in trades. Joseph will answer that. He sits there and trades with you and comes in. If you want to take it, you can take those trades, and they work. How many people in this room have had nights where you almost couldn't go to sleep because you're worried about your portfolio? How many people? Tell me. Yep. Does it suck? Does it suck? Does it suck? Right now, my swing trade portfolio, when I go to sleep at night, I don't worry about it one damn bit. This is the biggest change that I've learned from Mark. I don't worry about it one damn bit. Ever. You guys want to know why? Do you? You want to know why? Because I know how to take my portfolio and go from delta positive or delta negative to delta neutral. I don't close positions. I know how to take an open position. I know how to manage it. So when I don't have a feel as to the direction of the market, I go delta neutral. I'm not good enough yet, like Mark is, to get delta neutral theta positive, so I get paid when the market does nothing. But I'm gonna get there. I don't worry about it, guys. It's I can't express my appreciation. I just can't, I'm kind of speechless a little bit because I can't express how someone like me who has been trading for 10, 15 years dealt with all this stress for 10 or 15 years when I didn't have to. Right? I mean, I'll show you my portfolio on Interactive Brokers. I didn't have a great trading day today. But what I did was, right, so I went short the IWM and I shorted the Qs. And at the end of the day, so what I did was I had did a put spreads, put debit spreads, right? You guys all know I've been talking about this. I did put debit spreads. And I waited for the market to come up here, right? Then I got rid of some of the short legs and I just let the long puts run, right? Look at IWM. And then at the end of the day, because I didn't really have a feel for the market, I sold the short puts back. So my portfolio is, I am delta, basically I'm minus 200, minus 57 theta, because I got a couple of directionals on, right? And I got an NDX, QQQ, UVXY, Goldman Sachs, that's a directional auto trade, right? But I had like a 500 delta at first, 600 today. And then I just said, you know what, I don't want $600 of negative delta going overnight. So I can deal with that, right? If I wanted to have had like delta minus 2,000 on this pop down today, I could have. And at the end of the day, I know how to fix it. This was life-changing for me, all right? This tool right here, as Mark said, this is your canvas in how you decide to trade this. It's your painting, right? Top into a major, the red dashes are a major point in the tools. Comes down to supports. The ones with the gray bars are more important, right? And, I can go on and on, right, about how I'm using this. So, does this make sense to you? And once again, what was really life-changing for me was I do not go to bed worried about my position. I refuse to go to bed ever worried about any position I have on in my account. You need e-signal, Jake. However, we'll talk about that. E-signal is the best charting tool, and if you are serious about making money in this business, if you are serious about understanding why you trade and doing your plan for your trading, it's $100 a month. The deal that I have with eSignal, it's $100 a month. You get 2 months free. and it's about $30 to $40 for your data. I don't give a I don't care what anybody says. E-signal. Look, I want to show you guys something, right? You want to see something in e-signal? Show me how you do this. All right, I'm going to put up a new chart. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to 5 minutes. All right. You show me how you do that in TOS. All right. This is the most amazing platform. TOS is a piece of junk. All right. It's got good options analytics, but beyond that, it's a piece of junk, in my opinion. All right. E-signal is a bomb. Once I started trading with e-signal, I started making more money. I really did. I'm not lying to you guys. But you gotta understand why you trade. You need to have a plan, and you need to develop the knowledge. Now, for me, I want to tell you guys straight up, honestly, what is the best thing about this course I have. And for me, I truly believe. How many of you guys have read books on trading? Tell me, how many of you guys read books on trading? Yeah, which ones? The only two books I really recommend on trading is Pitbull by Marty Schwartz and Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. All the rest you just read it. If you want to learn how to trade, you want to know how you learn how to trade? Let me show you how you learn how to trade. You learn how to trade by watching someone trade. All right. These are all prior trainings. I've watched Mark trade the June crash, this, that. You just watch someone trade. It's hundreds of hours I've been sitting here watching. This is how I learn how to trade. Pitbull's the best. Marty Schwartz. All right. This is how I learn how to trade. And I'm still going through these videos. All right. This right here to me is worth $10,000. Maybe more. All right. Compared to John, where you can get 3 live online trading sessions, a crappy indicator that God only knows what it does, and it's going to cost you $1,200. Or you can go to this guy and you can get 3 days, 400-page workbook, something else you got to read, for $5,000, right? Books don't do it for me, guys. You spend too much time reading the book and then you find out it's not really something you even want to do, right? With that said, I invited Mark here to just basically talk a little bit about what he sees going on in the markets now, and talk a little bit about how he trades, and how we got to know each other, and all that. We got to know each other, and all that good stuff. Because I truly believe that Mark is one of the best traders I've ever met in my life. I really, really, really believe that. And he's still working on that UVXY strategy that I'm going to share with you guys when we all get it mastered, right? So Mark, if you want to take over, we can do that right now.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Lloyd, for inviting me tonight. My name is Marc Nciolas. I'm the founder of the daytradingzones.com. We are a research and analysis firm. I started in the hedge funds back 23 years ago in prop firms, hedge funds, and I've been trading my own money just like you guys for most of my life. So tonight, I just want to do really an informal presentation of some of the key aspects of trading that I truly believe on, whether you embrace our research tools or institutional tools, the Full Pro tool, and give it a shot at a minimum investment compared to a lot of people in this market. We have been doing it for 14 years. We are very well documented in the marketplace. We have over 100 people, traders, that have reviewed the quality of what we do. But most importantly to me is an opportunity to get to know you. I have come across Lloyd as a very forthcoming person. Usually people who join our mastery program, which is open only twice a year, the next boot camp starts on October 17th, which is the last one of 2016. When Lloyd joined us on the previous boot camp, yeah, there is a student agreement where usually we don't take a third-party educator. We are also very cautious taking institutions because we have an institution consulting side of the trading zones that I have been running for almost 20 years now. And I started also with a website called tradingimini.com. And Lloyd came in a very genuine way. He came and said, you know what? I see your student agreement. I want to be forthcoming. I have a website. I teach others. I really like what you do. I've been following you for quite a while. And I perceive the guy as a straight shooter. You know, I'm a very black and white person. I don't like bullshit. Excuse my French. That's the nice thing when you are French is you can say, excuse my French. So, and so when we uh, when we started interacting in my live room, he started putting stuff about UVXY, SVXY, and we started respecting one and another with our skill. I can pinpoint very quickly, you know, doing this 14 years, who is a trader and who is not a trader. You know, I've done it for so long. I've done it for most of my adult life. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be 45 years old soon. Okay, so tonight I want to give you some pointers of how I look at the market, life, and everything. It's going to jump from charts. My account here, it's one of my account. For all disclosure purposes, I have 6 broker account. So I am not in love in a particular broker. Whoever is the damn broker is going to give me the best commission. I'm going to move there. And Thinkorswim is just an easy platform to show and educate traders. That doesn't necessarily mean they are the best commissions, and far from it at times. So the way that you have to understand the stuff that we do, and I'm going to do some slide and back into my account and stuff. This is Kevin Stewart, my co-head trader. He also used to run an hedge fund, a family hedge fund, as a matter of fact, and he was an early adopter, a beta tester, just like Lloyd, you know, someone who has been in the business for a long time, who knows what he's doing, and attracted with what I was doing. So, okay, and Kevin came and he was a beta tester, and he's our co-head trader on the retail side with me. Okay. So, disclaimer, you know the famous disclaimer. It's always important to understand that even though I'm showing you results and yearly results, it doesn't mean that you are going to achieve the same results, okay? So that's bullshit, you know? If everybody could trade like me after 23 years, right? Uh, well, that would be wonderful, but we are all human beings and we all react differently. So take those disclaimers seriously, you know? Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Trade small sizes. Build up your emotional and financial strength in this business. This is a small account, guys. I trade with 6 accounts. I trade with almost $1 million at this point of my life. But I trade a lot of small accounts. I love small accounts because small accounts gives you the impression, right, that you never have money. You know, I don't know about you, but I love this feeling. You know, I came in the U.S. with no money. You know, married to an American princess. I had barely $2,000 in my pocket when I came, and I love this impression that hustle mentality, that survival mentality that small accounts provide you. I am truly a big believer that small accounts keeps you sharper. Unfortunately, small accounts are not going to make you a lot of money, but you are going to own your skill. You are going to become a better trader over time. It's like going at the gym, you know. You bench press 20 pounds, and from 20 pounds you go to 50 pounds, and you get better and better, but you cannot over pretend coming at the gym and bench press 245 pounds without crushing your chest and your body. And this is the same in trading. You have to um, build your emotional and financial confidence. I'm looking for your famous pen that you show me, and this time I cannot even see it anymore. You told me on the left.
Top left-hand corner, Mark.
Yeah,
Very top left-hand corner.
left corner, right, somewhere.
This is that corner is that little, very top left-hand corner is that little thing with a red thing in it.
Mm, Is that on the? Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, I keep on looking at it on the control panel from Omnovia, and it's here. Hey guys, excuse me. It has been a long time since I have done Omnovia. So this is a small account that I've done in April last year. We put about $8,000 or so. We had $15,000 in PNL, right? So you count 28 plus 15 was 23. And so perhaps we put more than 8, and there was $4,000 in commission. The bottom line of this is we over double in 4 months a small account. And we had the challenge in our room. There was 400 mastery students at the time that were active still. And that was the challenge that we were giving ourselves, to take a small account and over double an account in a small amount of time, combining income trades and growth trades. So tonight I'm going to share with you some of the trades I've done, but most importantly, it's not to brag, it's really to explain some of the trade and case studies that I believe in, and most importantly, the type of mindset that you need to be a successful trader. Uh, so close drawing, I guess, and the mindset of trading, it's like a journey, it's an adventure. It's going to take years and years and years and years and years, going around the block and around the block and millions of trades till your mindset becomes second nature. If you do it the slow way. Obviously, the fast way is to find people who have done it and have been there and done that many times and can help you within your journey of thinking differently through your trading. Now, one important thing in trading, and I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lloyd, and everybody in the room, I don't want to have the wrong impression, but my impression from Lloyd is you guys are a very active trading room, and you are doing a lot of trades every day, and you scalp a lot of trades, and so there's well, as a matter of fact, why don't I ask you, what would you say is the holding time of your trades on average? Just curious, out of the 86 people present tonight, what is your average holding time in your trades? Is it a day? So day trade, DT? Is it a week? Is it 45 days? Is it, do you guys, Sheikh says 5 hours. Mitchell, day trading. Peter, day trading. CJ, day trading to a week. Matt, day trading to a week. Jake, day trade. Joshua, 1 to 3 days. Okay, so pretty much from what I see so far, or at least the people who have been engaged answering, you guys have, and yeah, apparently there's some survey going on. Okay, so that's awesome if more people can answer. But apparently most of the people in this room, at the majority of you guys, are 1 day trading to a week trading. And you got to understand that I have learned, and it took me, like I said, over 22 years to learn that there's different way to skin this game, but there is definitively a place if you just stick to day trading, you have a higher probability of losing, and you will have a higher probability of losing over time. But the day trading account is the paramount account. We call that pyramid one in our stuff. And let me show you. So you in this business, you got to be this guy. You want to be the turtle here. You want to be the guy that I can look from and that Lloyd can look at. And Lloyd wants to say in 1 year, good evening, Ronnie. Good evening, Greg. Good evening, Joshua. Good evening, Jake. He doesn't want you to blow up because obviously your success is going to be his success, the same as mine. The success of my traders is my success, and my success is your success because we want you to have a lifetime value and a return on investment that is positive, right? The problem in this business is most of the scammers and the gurus in this business, and I guess that after 14 years doing this, I qualified as a guru, but I qualified as a guru that trades real money every day, okay? And that has proven it over and over again for 14 years. So you need to have a rate of return that is positive. Obviously, you look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays and Friday, and the poor guy Lloyd, he has a gun against his head. If he gives you a good trade, yeah, you like him. He gives you shitty trade, you hate him. Yeah. So the guy is in consistent pressure to deliver into the day trading smaller time frame, right? And that's fine. I mean, that's the business that you guys are in. That's the business that you guys have chosen. The thing that you have to understand is there is a better way to also diversify your business. And your business starts, and I agree with you, at Pyramid 1, which is day trading. And day trading for me, surprisingly for everybody in the room, is everything between 0 and 45 days time period. That is a day trade for me. That is a short-term trading for me. Okay? And we call that Pyramid 1. From Pyramid 1, you need to be religious each time you get good trades from Lloyd, right? To transfer the money either daily, weekly, or a set amount to what I call Pyramid 2. And Pyramid 2, it's a little safer because it's position trading. And why is it safer? It's because you have the gift of time between 45 days and 365 days, 1 year. It is still considered for tax purposes short-term capital gain, everybody. Okay? And then when you start making consistent money, for instance, I work by themes. Lloyd can tell you I work by themes. For instance, I made a killing on SLV and GLD for a total of over $25,000 for the first 5 months of the year. Sorry, we jump screen here, so I don't know how even I go back to my screen. But the point is, you go from Pyramid 1 to Pyramid 2, and then you are going to graduate, right, to Pyramid 3, which is the ultimate place within your diversification, which I call true wealth. And it took me many, many years to accumulate true wealth, everybody. You know, I've made $1 million when I was 26 years old, and I started losing most of it up to $100,000. And by the way, this is a story I don't really share a lot in the publicly, but I think it's important to know. I went back down to 100,000, and needless to say that this has been a roller coaster emotionally more than financial. From this $100,000 for the second time of my life, I picked close to 2 million, everybody. As a matter of fact, I documented 1.2 million with the tradingimini.com website. From there, everybody, I got the worst trade of my life. Unfortunately, I got through a very nasty divorce. That's what happened when you start having money and your wife is no longer your princess. And so back then, some again. because I had to give half of everything I had to my ex-wife, right? And then we start again for the third time of my life. Point in the matter, like Lloyd says, one of the best book in trading, at least for reading the tape that I enjoy, was Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. And the guy, through his life too, goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And if you have been in this business 22 years and you tell me you are not going up, down, and you have not blown up some accounts, then you are not a trader. You are some type of a magician or you are some type of a fake, because 22 years in this business, you, you have ups and downs like anything else in your life. Okay? So it is important that you go from this pyramid one, the 0 to 45 days, to pyramid two, right? 45, 365, and then you finally get here. And why is here really the place you want to achieve in life and transfer some? Because here you are going to have your tax deferred account, your retirement account, and you have no idea how tax compounded works, like he showed you on his calculator, Lloyd. But tax compounded works also with the fact that you're not being taxed every year on your profit. Number two, you learn asset protection. I am an obsessed person on asset protection, and for right cause, because I've been destroyed with my ex-wife, right? So tax retirement, asset protection, income for life, I diversified, I have annuities, right? I have dividend stock. Why do I like dividend stock? Because I can sell a put, right? Reduce cost basis on the stock. Then they give me the stock where I want at day trading zone support. So I get the asset. The asset is the stock. Let's say I get AT&T or GLD or whatever asset that I'm looking at. I sold the put, got the asset at DTZ support, right? And now guess what? For the rest of my life, I'm going to have what? The dividends paying me income every quarter, right? Whether the stock goes up and down after that, I don't care. If I got it at a good entry, I don't care. I want to keep this for the rest of my life because I compound tax-free, especially in the retirement account. You know, the growth, it's like having a house. You get the growth of the house plus the income from the dividend. So you get M plus the income from selling puts or selling calls. And I'll show you some trades tonight that I have in my account, not yesterday, but today. But first and foremost, let's move to the type of trades that I do. These are the lows of 2014, sorry, that I got in front of over 400 traders on our mastery. We have close to 2,000 members on the DTZ analysis, which is the buy zone, caution zone, sell zone. I'll show you which is really our entry service for retailers, right? And we had 400 mastery elite people which are active, not active. Currently we have 200. It's a very small group. Like I say, I take under my wing 50 traders every year under my wing, twice a year. So I had bought after the market tanked, because the price of the calls were very expensive. It's not very smart to buy just the calls. They are very expensive. So I bought the 10 days out, and I don't like 10 days out, tell you the truth. But anyway, I bought the 10 days out at day trading zone support. And those were my runner the week after, by the way, at around 309, around here. A week later, from the low of 2000, and this, I was live in our first day room taking that trade, by the way. A week later, the 4 runner out of 10 contract went from 309 to 1021. But why is that important, those trades? What's important is to understand, like Lloyd was saying, is to have consistent replicable processes that don't make you stress keeping runners. So I bought your support, you buy your DTZ support. But as we go up, every week 1, I sold DTZ resistance 1 for that week. Then week 2, I sold DTZ resistance 2. And you see, I'm selling the resistance. Why is that important? Because the retail public buy the call at 309. But me, I know one thing. When the market goes down, 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 what happened to your implied volatility? So when the market down, 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 what happened to your implied volatility? So when the market goes down, what happened to the fear factor? I call that the fear factor, the VIX. Fear factor goes up or down? Goes up, right? If the fear factor goes up, does that mean here at support DTZ when I bought that I bought an asset that is jacked up with a high implied volatility? Yes or no? Am I buying an asset? You know that within this call, you have implied you have three components. So it's 309. But what you don't see really, depending on where the current price is, this thing has real value, we call the intrinsic value, time value, and implied volatility. When the market tanked here at support, this is jacked up here. So if I don't sell something to reduce my cost basis by 15% or more, I'm going to feel the effect of this implied volatility dropping. Because even the market comes back up, guess what now? All this implied volatility that was in the option is like a balloon. It's going to be popped. So yeah, I might make money on the real value. I make money. I'm fighting against the time decay going down, and I'm fighting against the implied volatility going down. Is that a good business, guy? Is that a good asset? When two out of the three components of the premium pricing are going down against you. Is that a good business? Absolutely not. It's shit, right? So I hate to buy calls on the rebound of any market because it's very dangerous because you lose in implied volatility and you lose in time value. So if I do buy them, I want to buy them as a diagonal where I sell longer time frame on the long and shorter time frame on the short, or I buy them as a debit spread. And as we go up towards DTZ resistance every week on Thursday, you know I'm selling the DTZ resistance to lower my cost basis. So look, on week 2, I was able to get a 15% discount in my purchase price. It happened on week 1, which you don't see here, but I have a screenshot that one day, if you join us, I'll show you, I had reduced by 90 cents, which was 30%. So by the time all was done, 2 days before expiration, I had already reduced the cost basis of this trade by 45% by selling the DTZ resistance, right? But most importantly is the call did very well because the rebound was violent. But what do you do when the rebound is not violent? You are screwed. The thing goes like this, sideways in a range, breaks a little bit. As it goes sideways, what happened to your call and puts? You get screwed because you lose here in real value and time value. Is that clear, everybody? Is that helpful? I'm sure everybody knows that in this room because it's a little bit more advanced, but the guy who doesn't know that, maybe it's a good refresher. Okay? So this is one of the type of trades that I love to do. It's always cost reduction. So let's go to another trade. These are the lows, okay, that I got perfectly in August 2015. So that's the year later. By the way, just that I showed you in a chart so that you see pretty much what we're talking about and the stuff we're talking about. So this is the chart, right? So I just showed you how I got this rebound in 2014. Now let's look at this rebound. We'll look at the April pullback. Where was that? Towards the power line, where I made 20 something thousand dollars. And we'll look at the British exit in June. Okay? And I freeze this screenshot in June, July, to show people that the beautiful things with the full Pro Tool is it gives you an edge where up arrow is called an intermediary trend. You always need to know, guys, your intermediary trend in relationship to your main trend. Intermediary trend for me is a 4-hour daily 60-minute chart, 5-minute chart signal. When all the stars align in those 4 time frames, bang, day trading zones full proto, which we only offer to the mastery and they're available for all stock ETF futures, gives us an up arrow or down arrow. But then it's being confirmed with the pink dot or the blue dot for a 70% chance, 75% chance of a continuation from red dash to red dash, which are the most important. That's why we have them red, and then we have the big gray dashes. So in July, June, July, when that screenshot was taken, I know already that the next target being at 211 in June, July is going to be 220. Question to everybody. If you look at the high July, August, is 220 close to the 219.50 or 219.40 something that the SPY has done so far? Yes or no? So second question to everybody, I guess, is that type of information helpful couple of weeks before it happened? This is how Lloyd has been giving you some signal on NQ lately. He has his own technique, but he's complementing his own technique with tools like this that gives him an edge, cross time frame. This is not based on standard deviation bullshit, you know. The delta, I love deltas for portfolio management and I love deltas for equivalent of stocks, but when it comes to place trades, I don't look at the delta, they are bullshit to me. And if you trade at 2 standard deviation or 3 standard deviation, good for you, but only people with portfolio margin, which means $100,000 on an interactive broker or 125 at TOS, think or swim, can only trade those to be able to sell naked put and calls 2 standard, 3 standard deviations, guys. Okay? So I use the tools which are based on order flow, institutional high lows, okay, net buyer, net sellers across time frame, okay. And so the pink, the blue, that's the main trends are the weekly and the monthly signal. And I can see everything within the 60-minute chart that Lloyd was showing you. Those 27 zones are showing actually as 28 zones on the 60-minute chart. And it's helpful, it's just helpful. And so what we did also is we did a retail product where we condensed all of those 27, 28 zones and we put them in this format. Let me show you. But anyway, before I go show you the Thinkorswim account, this was the low in 2015. And so let me show you again why this was an interesting trade. This is a trade that gave me $23,000 just in those Thinkorswim account. 14,000. So this started as the same idea, cost reduction trade with everybody. Hey, Jorge! So he is also a new mastery student from us, and I believe Jorge is in your room as well. So this was started as a cost reduction trade, and I want to show you that I play with time. See, I have a time 53 days, so I have many days in front of me to play the long side. So it started as 31 put long and 31 short put at support. So I buy the resistance. This time it's a debit spread, sell the support. But when the trade starts going in my way, like you look at the day trading zones, resistance and support, and it starts going like a cross, recross, retest, I have a down arrow, I have a ping that with a 75% chance of going to the next support. Well, I am saying to myself, well, I don't want to limit my profit. So I'm doing what is called a back ratio, debit spread back ratio. I'm buying back some of those puts so that I am net long even more puts. So I was long 31 puts, short 25 puts. See, 25 here, short, versus the 21, 21, 31 puts. And this little back ratio, that little minutia tweak, right, of a 6 contract only on the lows of 2015 allowed me to have a P&L open of $14,000. So I want to show you stuff that are interesting, okay? Alan, I'll show you the British exit in 2 seconds if you let me progress in the high and lows of what I got and how you can learn from the case studies. The next trade is this pullback I just showed you on the power line, $21,000 in April, right? And so, like, let me show you something about portfolio management, because again, it's not, I want to you to learn something each time I show results. Question to everybody, is this a lot of delta? Yes or no? Is this a lot of delta? Minus 6,780 delta. Is that a lot of delta? Is that a healthy amount of delta to go intranight? I want a yes or a no. Is that a healthy intranight delta position? Well, what's the real answer? Because I see some yes, I see some no's. It's a big position, but the true answer, what should be the true answer, everybody? The true answer is it depends. Do we all agree? Yes or no? It depends. It depends. What is the level of capital that you have? Because if for each point move, because it's beta weighted with the SPY move, right? So if for every, can you see when I use the pen here? Because for some reason it changes the color. It kind of like blurry. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, if there's a 1 point move on the SPY or minus 1 point because it's beta tested, and this thing moves $6,700, you better have an account that is comfortable with $6,700 move. Does that make sense? Which we are talking about a $678,000 account, right? Because I don't like to lose more than 1% of my accounts at all time. Does that make sense? Yes? So the true answer is it depends. It depends of your account. But that's not a great position to go overnight. So usually when I am big and I press like this, like Lloyd mentioned, I neutralize more something into the neutral delta 0, 300 or 0, 500 positive or negative delta so that I can sleep at night. We wake up the next day and there's a move of 1 point plus and minus on SPY. I can afford to lose $300, $500, which should be about 1% of your capital. It's a good stuff that I'm sharing with you right there. Hopefully this is helpful for everybody. So you see, I don't just want to go through the results in the form of bragging. I want you to learn. Does that make sense, everybody? You know, Lloyd has been gracious enough to invite me in his community. He believes in the stuff that I do. And in return, I want you guys to learn stuff and think of your trading differently. Now this is the famous British exit trade. And these trades have been kind of funny. And you have to understand, I work by themes, guys. I work by themes and support and resistance and trend. Okay. And what I was expecting here with the British exit, I was expecting I don't like, how do I change the color, Lloyd? Here, wait.
There you
So,
go, Mark. Yep.
okay, awesome. So I was looking for an intermediary 4 hour daily 5 minute, 60-minute chart to hit resistance the night of the British exit. But my main trend in my full Pro Tools, weeklies and monthly, was still showing up. So I was looking at this. I went with my fiance for a walk in the trail and I started buying a shitload of SPXS, which is the triple ETF short, an hour or 2 hours before the drop after market with the British exit on Wednesday night. And when I woke up Thursday, by the time it was 3:18 on Thursday, I had $8,000 on those positions. I had an open P&L of 25,000, 16,000. So matter of fact, there has been a video that has gone to our entire database of 120,000 traders, right? Where it shows that that Monday I was up $50,000. So I was up an incredible 15% in 2 days in my accounts, everybody. So those have been the rate of returns that guys like George Soros and the best hedge fund did on the British exit. But what was interesting on the full Pro Tool again is the main trend was up. So as soon as we reached some support, I had to be careful. And plus, when I have big position like this, I'll give you a little trick. When the market tanks fast like this, I don't like to keep my position more than 2 days. I have a 2-day rule. I don't like to keep them more than 2 days, especially when I've seen a binary event, when I saw the SPX, the ES, dropping that night 100 points almost, right? This is not a typical binary event, everybody. Now, this is not about me. This is about you. This is guys like Lloyd. Obviously,
Hey,
Lloyd
Mark,
is
can I interrupt you
yeah,
for a second?
yeah. Go ahead.
What do you think, instead of doing SPXS, if you had done the UVXY, the
Well, I
problem?
would have made a killing. I have learned now about UVXY. Uh, See, guys, I only shy away from hot stuff all my life because I have traded the hottest internet stocks when I was professional. And I always like to trade a lot of volume underlying, a lot of open interest, and a lot of liquidity and bid and ask spreads that are very tight, everybody. And so when the market goes kind of like this and it's up 0.5%, 0.2% in a day, essentially shit, or your ES goes up, what, in a normal range of 8 to 10 points, right? Right? Which, by the way, you'll be surprised, this 8 to 12 point range is something that the ES is at 70% of the year. So when you know that, you better adjust your trading style. Now, what is interesting with this is that Lloyd introduced me, he said, hey, Mark, why don't you trade UVXY? You have great support resistance. You would do good at it. And I looked at it and I started trading it. Now it's like 2, 3 months. How many? Like something like this that I have been doing it since he introduced it to me, and I've done very, very well. I buy the stocks, I short the calls, or I do call credit spread, I do cost reduction stuff on UVXY. I mean, what I like about UVXY, if you are a day trader like in this room, is that when the market moves 0.2%, UVXY can move 8% for the day, 10% for the day, you know. And on crazy days like 2 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, there was a day where UVXY was up 35%. Remember, like this 17, 22, and then retrace something around 20 and 20, 27, something like this. So this has been an interesting discovery through Lloyd. So anyway, this is the PNL of one of my students, Penny, and she's a real student. I mean, she's not like one of those fake thing. And that was our interactive broker account snapshot, the same way that Lloyd showed his early on. And she started the mastery with no trading for 3 months. And she put it on herself. She's a doctor. She put it on herself that she would master our sim platform, how to execute the type of trades we do, how to master the charts and the full Pro Tool. And then she started proceeding to put about $32,000, guys. At $32,000, using only 2 out of my 4 option strategies. You see, it's not about how many option stupid strategies that you know. It's how much, how well do you master a strategy that make money over and over again, or at least if you lose, that you know how to defend yourself out of a losing credit spread, iron condor, and iron butterfly. She used 2 strategies, mainly credit spread and back ratio. What we do, we are very famous in the marketplace to be the master at back ratio, meaning we break our legs, turn the credit spread that is a losing credit spread. Let's say you have a call credit spread here, 2000, and I'll show you some example before I leave. I don't even know what time is it, but I'm having fun. So 2005, and see if I don't bore you to death, I'll keep on going. If you guys are tired, we'll call it a day in 10 minutes. But anyway, 2000 short strike, let's say, and you are, let's say, long the 2005 short strike on an SPX. If this thing keeps on going up and up, and you are short one and long one, well, you have an alternative. If you have 45 days in front of you, you could always, and you know that the next resistance is going to be like 2050. I'll show you the trade that is exactly that. 2100, you could buy back, get out of your short strike and just let the long call. So you might lose $300 initially, like a lot of people losing in their credit spread. But instead of taking the loss, $300 plus $300 plus max loss, what happened is even though the credit spread is a 70% plus max loss, what happened is even though the credit spread is a 70% probability of success, the 30% that you lose, you create yourself or you are break even or slightly positive in your trading. Where I 95% of the time tweak my legs to turn a negative into a positive or a negative to a break even by buying back the short strike. I let the call fly above the $300 loss and then I reassess if I keep the trade or not. It's called a back ratio. Playing with your short strike is called a back ratio. Anyway, short story, long story short, she made close to $120,000, guys, in her account from the 32,000 at Interactive Broker, and then she finished the year at 80. Okay, so first year in the mastery, not even a year into the mastery, she made $48,000 in profit. She made 156% return on her investment. That is not what all my students are doing, of course, because that would be bullshit telling you that, but it is profound to show you the results of others, not me. Like I say, it's well documented on the internet because at the end, trading is all about you. Me, I trade. You know, I trade regardless if I am here, not here. I will trade till I die. That's what I do. This is what I have done since I'm 22 years old and I'm about to get 45 years old, right? So the point of the matter of Penny is to show you that you don't need a lot of option strategy to be successful in this business. Then you have to understand that, and I'm a big believer of this, is that if you only day trade and you stay in pyramid one, you are a gambler. Have I offended anybody in the room? I can feel I feel like I'm already feeling the ears
Mark, can
perking
I?
up. Like, what did he call me?
This
If
this
yes,
is
go ahead,
why I've asked
and
Mark
then
to
I'll
come
finish my.
in
Go ahead.
because I am a consider myself a good short-term directional trader. This right here, though, guys, is where the big money is. This is why I've asked him to come in, and I'm done. But I just really wanted to stress that, Mark. And it's something I can't teach because I'm learning from Mark, if that makes sense to you guys. And I'll always be honest with you. All right.
So let me finish quickly the thing. The reason why you got to take your money out of there to pyramid two and buy more duration to be in longer, safer trade that you can back ratio or defend if they go wrong and play some themes is to really play long-term themes, tax efficient pyramid. Ideally, what I'm teaching you tonight is essentially you need a minimum of 3 trading accounts. Does that make sense? It's like having 3 LLCs, you know, but you have to break yourself. Account 1, account 2, account 3. And you need to be religious moving the money here to here. Because I can promise you I've done this long enough where you are going to look at this being a video game here, going from day trading. It's like going in front of you go in Vegas and you put your money in what's called the money machine, like it's called the anyway, you know the jackpot, anyway, when you play and you put money, the slot machine. Thank you, Jeff. I need a couple of English speakers in the room to get it out. So you got the slot machine, and if you stand in front of the slot machine long enough, or you stay in front of the table playing poker or any games in Vegas, which is your pyramid one, what will eventually happen if you stay in this pyramid long enough in your career? You will blow up. You will blow up because the game is rigged against you. You are playing against a high frequency trading system. And believe me, I know because I do a lot of integration with hedge funds. You play against the dark pools, right? You play with a lot of forces that are going to take you for breakfast here and kill you. But when you move to little more duration, you increase safety to your trading. Does that make sense, guys? You increase safety. Duration equals safety. Because if you are in a directional trade and it doesn't work within the next 2 hours, well, it might work within the next 45 days to the 365 days. Same if you're on your wealth account and you own a shitload of GLD and you didn't enter at the best price, but you sell some put, you sell some call for cost reduction, or you get dividend stocks, you have the gift of time. Does that make sense? Because if you have the gift of time, you can even wait 20 years if you are a younger guy, right? So please take this very seriously because every day that you only day trade and do not transfer those profits that you make in this room when you have a gambling trade, I call that gambling trade, when you double, triple your money on Friday on cheap options, which I do. Ask, what's his name, Lloyd, how I have killed a couple of times in front of him and the entire room, or Jorge, who has been there, some apples, or SPY with 100 contract. But guess what? I hate those trades. Now, let me repeat because I think I was not clear enough. I hate those trades because they are not smart trading. They don't really help you unless you are already wealthy and you have an account like mine. They are not going to help you going like this if you take too big of a size. I have no problem. You buy a 30 cents, 60 cents option on Thursday, Friday, put our calls. If you have a day trading zone signal or non-usual option signal pattern and you see some buys and demand, or you do stuff with Lloyd. But if you put all your money into it and you lose 10 cents, 20 cents, and it slaps your head in your account going that way, now we are counterproductive to the end game. The end game is you want to be wealthy and perhaps be a millionaire from that one day. Does that make sense? Because, hey, let's cut through the BS here. 90% of the trader lose money. Did everybody in this room knows that stat? Because I hope you do. Because if you are in this room, you are a professional and you have decided clearly to be part of the 10% that get that transfer of wealth from the 90% to the 10%. Does that make sense? Okay? Because this is key what I'm telling you. So let's get going because otherwise we'll stay here all night. So you have also some income trades that you guys do. I understand with Lloyd, sometimes you sell call, you sell puts. But what is really paramount, guys, is that you are able to defend and change a losing trade that goes against you by defending, and sometimes, and most of the time, you can tweak the delta so that the trade goes into your way and you make money. Let me show you some examples of back ratio, which I have been very well known for many, many years doing. And you know what? I don't even know. Are we on the right presentation? So now, can everybody see this is an iron condor? So here's another type of trade that I love doing. This, let's change the color. This was a 1995 put credit spread, and this one was the call credit spread. So you play the DTZ 2000 support, right? And you play the 2125 resistance. Okay, guys? So let me show you something. Now, In between, I had a DTZ resistance of 2050, and then I believe 2100, and then 2125, and then 2150. Like kind of the 25, 50 point increment on SPX are kind of important. You'll see a lot of open interest on those 15-point increments. Don't take my word for it. Just pull out an option chain and you'll see. So look what happened. I did the iron condor. So the market was going up, and make money on the put side. Tutto bene, Frenchman is happy, 115 to 50 cents. But here's what happened. It started going up, guys. And my 2050 resistance suddenly broke and became support. So my resistance became support on its way to the next DTZ at 2100, 2125. If I don't do something quickly, I'm going to start bleeding on the call side. Do we all agree? Is everybody understanding what's going on here and what was going on as the market was coming up? So perhaps I was losing 190 bucks. Well, look what I did. I did a minor tweak. I bought back one of the 2125 short call so that I am essentially not net long call. And I turn a $190 loss into an $812 profit. That is called a back ratio credit spread or a back ratio iron condor. I am very, very versatile doing this. I do that all the time. I'm not even going to show you the next one. This was my best one. I made $4,000 on it and I lost $300 on it. And that was on SPX. But again, those trades you can only make, if you have time in front of you. And I always do my iron condors and stuff at least 45 days out. The back ratio defense to a max profit, and it's really a way of shifting your delta. My delta were somewhat neutral to negative on this trade, and look, I shifted the delta to a positive 964, and I had 45 days to go, and the market went up, and I made 20 times my money. This is my best back ratio for the past 2 years, guys. So this is a great way for me to make money. There's a right way and a wrong way, of course. You need to learn the wrong way because the right way, because the wrong way will kill you. Again, this business is a business. Those are my full screen. I have another screen to see the chat room and the stuff in our frame. But this is a business. You know, we have the full Pro Tool. We have the buy zone, the caution zone. So what we do is we take the full Pro Tool I was showing you earlier on, right? And we take those 27 zone every morning and we load into a server 9 buy zone, caution zone, and sell zone to trade from on 11 of the hottest instruments. This is kind of our entry stuff that we do. But obviously the creme de la creme is our mastery program when you enter twice a year here. And we do it at a very, very, very affordable price. I mean, 1K, Lloyd will tell you what it is on the mastery. You'll be like, oh shit, really? And we have Jorge part of it. I don't know who is Johnny. Perhaps Johnny just joined us, but I don't know. I know Jorge. The point of the matter, guys, is in this business, you want systematic and consistent processes to be successful. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think this is one of the best run business in the world? As a matter of fact, I'm going to rephrase it differently. Why McDonald's is the one business where I can take a kid across your street, wherever you live. If there's a guy in India in this room, Russia or Paris or the US, and you can take a kid that has never gone to college or high school, and you can train him for 6 months to 12 months to run a multi-million-dollar business. Why can't they do it again and over again and over again and have the same type of food all over the world that tastes the same? Why? Because they have consistent and replicable processes, step by step. This is what I've been obsessed all my life, everybody, is to refine the stuff that we do so they become second nature not only to me, but they become second nature to people who take the mastery, like Jorge, like Lloyd, whatever it is, that you don't second guess after 3 months, 6 months being reversed, what you're supposed to do to get out of a bad position, a good score, whatever. Okay. Last but not least, and I think you guys understand that by being with Lloyd, is you got to surround yourself with people who are on the same mission as you, because it's very lonely to be a trader. Can we all agree to disagree? It's very lonely to be a trader. You know, sometimes you, especially if you didn't have a room, but it's important. If you read Napoleon Hill, this is key. The power of a mastermind. You know, we have a mastermind. You know, we let our guys express on a private Facebook group. You know, for real. You know, and last but not least, because this business is rough, you need to be an optimistic guy. You need to be really optimistic in everything that you do an optimist, because you will take punches in this business. There's no doubt in my mind. Everybody will emotionally get punched. But the people who can go forward and stand back up and keep on going forward will be the people that win. As a matter of fact, if Lloyd allows me, I would not mind posting a link from a YouTube video that I love. By the way, I don't make a dime giving you this. It's just my gift to you. I make myself and my kids watch that video. It's a 5-minute motivational video that I watch every week with my boys. Um, and I think you'll enjoy it. And it's a great way uh, to get motivated, every day. This business is not easy. you know Take responsibility for your result. Stop bitching. Stop. Last thing I'd ever want is that guy? Yeah. So let me get let me post this link here for you guys. Did everybody get the link? Can you guys give me a visual? I think you'll enjoy that video. Watch it after we are done tonight, right? But this is very important. Last but not least, you can see here the retail product of the Full Pro Tool. And I think it's very important in your mind that every time you come in the market, you structure the market that above a certain level, you want to buy the market. Below a certain level, you want to sell the market. And you see those orange, we call that the caution zone. And caution, look, the market for the past 10 days has been shit in the caution zone, right? That tells me stay away from directional. And that's very important, because you need a game plan when you know that the market is 80% of the time into consolidation, break consolidation. And to adjust your delta, your portfolio management, you need to understand those. Does that make sense? For instance, if you look at some of the trades that I have, I always manage my deltas and my theta, guys. That's what I do, and like Lloyd says, he's learned a lot from this. Yeah, mixed credit spread, put credit spread on Apple, 16 days to go, so for 24 cents, it's 18 cents. Shit, not a lot of money, but it works. So another interesting trade, portfolio on the retirement. I buy FCX 1054 today or yesterday. It's 1066, but look how structured the trade. I sell the 10 puts couple of last week or 10 days before at the 10 because it's a day trading zone. Sell them for 41 cents. They are 21 cents. So I make some money on the selling the put for cost reduction, and then I sell the DTZ resistance. I sell the 11, and I sell the call. And now I make money both ways, because if my day trading zones resistance is stock 11 here and stock support here at 10, and I expect the market to do a caution zone and FCX, guess what? Am I reducing the cost of that trade? Quick yes, no. 41 cents, 73 cents. I stand a chance to make $1.20, $1.10. It's a 10, 12% reduction on the stock, right? So this type of stuff like this gives you some sushi money, guys. Okay. GLD, I'm starting to enter small size of GLD. I want to build a $100,000 position on GLD. I'm starting slowly here. I'm starting to like the 119, 120 area on GLD from the Full Pro Tool support and resistance. And again, here's the Full Pro Tool live. What help you for position. Remember, we talked about pyramid 1, pyramid 2. Is see, I get the signal, right? And I think Lloyd will give you access to a replay of an event that I did last week, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time pitching the tools because they just speak for themselves. They are very powerful. But look, up arrow, you have the signal, and then you have the blue dot. See, and those blue dot gives me a 75% chance on the daily charts there to continue from red dash to red dash. This signal here, you know, has been very powerful on what's its name? Amazon. Look, if I look at a weekly chart and showed you even where I dated, and I zoom here, well, we can all agree to disagree or agree to agree that look live here, it gives you an up arrow. It gives us a pretty much a trade around 300, and the stock goes from red dash to red dash to red dash, guys, all the way to 844. So what it does, it gives you an idea of where you are to where you can be within a year or two. This is how powerful the tools are, everyone. And what you do when you see those blue dots, guess what? You buy back the pullbacks. This is a great buy. You buy back the pullbacks. It's a great buy. Because what's the main trend? Is the main trend still blue dot? Yes or no? Yeah. So you wait, you take advantage of the emotional downtrend of the intermediary trend to get back into the main trend of your weekly charts. Okay? And this is what you have. This is what you have to do if you want to make real money. Now, do you prefer buying in and out Amazon and incurring a lot of commissions, or do you prefer buying on your retirement account Amazon around 300, 391 and let it run all the way to 844, guys? You know, on the $10,000 investment, you over double your money. Does that make sense? So this is where you have to recognize also which pyramid do I want to use? Yeah, this obviously weekly chart is pyramid 2 and pyramid 3, right? Now, if I put a ES chart of a 60-minute chart DTZ Full Pro Tool and I go there, well, now you are back in pyramid 1 and looking for trades on pyramid 1. Does that make sense? Or which one did you do, the NQ2? See? And you look at those red dashes to help you for support and resistance. And that's what has helped Lloyd. He show you the chart. And so we take a lot of this information initially, those 27 zone, blah, 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 and we put them here on the buy zone, caution zone, and sell zone. Okay? And so see, like for us, this 42 was very important support on the ES. It's the bottom of the caution zone. This 2160 is very important resistance, and we keep on playing from one side to the next of the caution zone. Yeah, and people are trying to figure it out, but there's nothing to figure it out. It's a range. It's a range. That's it. Does that make sense, everybody? That's it. So hopefully tonight was helpful to you guys. I really appreciate the opportunity to be introduced to your community. Uh, uh, Lloyd has been generous the same way he comes and talk to our community, and that's it. So I don't want to sell you anything tonight. It's just up to you guys to discover what we do. But Lloyd is really passionate about the fact that we have some of the best pricing for the best quality of what you can find in this business, and he wants you guys to explore the possibility to join us. Okay. If you guys have any questions, I'll be glad to answer, depending on if Lloyd wants to wrap it up or whatever. And I know that Lloyd wanted to talk to you about. There's a replay that we did last week to our members only that you can watch, and also there's the details below that video on how to join the mastery. And you'll see what we do is going to look ridiculous to you guys. We give you an opportunity to join the mastery with only a sneak peek for five. Give you an opportunity to join the mastery with only a sneak peek for $500 down. Some guy sells you a $500 for a 3-hour class, and they don't trade or they don't care about you. It's not about the person It's about the person that trades real money, but it's also about the people who have come forward as traders and students that have done well with what you do. You know,
No, I'll show them
Lloyd, any
how they
questions,
can
anything you
sign
want
up
to add?
for
I
how
mean,
they can see what you have the replay video. I don't know if anybody has any questions for Mark, but what I want to say is Johnny and Jorge are both here. I mean, Johnny and Jorge. Do you have any comments you want to put in there about the class? Because we're all taking this together, guys, and it's changed my life. It really has changed my life. Now, here is a link that I want to give you. Um, that is to the last video that he did. And if anybody, Mark, I don't know if you can put up the join page or not if you want to. This is if you decide you want to take the course. Guys, I can't stress how this has changed my trading. And I can't stress to you compared to what you're gonna get like a John Carter where, and I know Mark's being nice and not naming names, where you're gonna get a $1,200 webinar on some stupid indicator that the last thing that does absolutely nothing for you, right? I don't know. So it's a 6 month course. I believe, Mark, you get access to the videos for a lifetime, right? Is that correct?
yeah, you get access to the module 1, the module 2, the module 3, which we improve every year with the Get Started page. I believe you'll get access to our Greek class that we just did last weekend or the weekend before to master your portfolio. Um, and most importantly, it gives you access to the boot camp. You come at the boot camp, you see if you're interested. We have only 9 seats, by the way, guys, out of the 50. You guys are the last one to be presented that offer. There is a last event going on next Tuesday, and it's first come serve, first come first serve. We are going through students agreement, and every time, because we are doing those boot camps only twice a year, it's always full. Just take your time, guys. I mean, don't take too much time, because obviously when we have the 9 plus the backup seats for the people that we are not going to take, because we are serious about going through the student agreement, make sure that this is the right fit for you. You know, it might not be the right fit. Someone who signs up for the mastery that has only $3,000 to sign to trade, it's really not for you, right? But if you have other source of income and you want to learn with $10,000, $5,000, $25,000, some of the income trades that we do, the wealth trade. And I think what we do is really give you a gift for a lifetime to fish for yourself and for your family. Instead of getting a fish every day that you depend on, you are getting into the process of fishing for yourself. And through my own trades or Kevin's trade, it gives you an opportunity also to earn as you learn uh, and recoup the money of your investment. That's very important for me, that the traders that join us gets their money back within the 6 months, 1 year period, you know, because I do believe that we price this mentorship so cheap compared to a lot of the stuff that we do for 6 months and all the trades that you have access to, and the gift of a lifetime to know the stuff that I know, that Kevin knows, and also Lloyd becomes an active talk person in our room. You know, we listen to him when he speaks, you know, because he's a good short-term trader as well, you know. Um, but it's important. Johnny, so Johnny, I love you, and I wish I know you, because I don't remember seeing you in the room. So you and I will have to know each other better. I know that Jorge has been engaged a lot, Jorge Rodriguez. I know Lloyd has been engaged, but you must have been the quiet man under the radar.
We also, Mark, we
But
also have a
again,
guy,
it's
Theo.
not easy. We really try to know everybody personally. Huh?
So, guys,
It starts
here,
October 17, guys. October 17, all the sessions will be recorded. It's 5 days on the boot camp, and then you can come in our live room 3 times a week. In the morning, it's Tuesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, and then you come, and when you feel comfortable, you can have both rooms. You can have Lloyd rooms and our room. You know, we I think from what I gather also from Lloyd is we really take the time to teach you uh, income trades that have over a week time period. There's a niche and people that are good for certain things. I am 45 years old, guys. I have no desire to do 200 trades a day. And believe me, Lloyd and I are very active on Skype talking to each other. So it's not like we don't see the trade. He takes a trade, I take a trade, but I don't do them as actively. It's just it's not what I like anymore. You know, I've been there, done that for many years of my life, and and like I said, I truly believe in being equal in your pyramid. Do not focus only in day trading 1 day to a week. In my opinion, long term it's dangerous. And I think this is where Lloyd also is making the shift in his head to have more accounts, more different projects, like the small account, the bigger account, this and that. Does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? Yeah.
JD, so here's how it works. I paid $1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000. Now he
Yes.
has it as 500 plus 750 plus 750. So it's actually about, let me do that in my head.
Yeah,
It's
actually, the
actually,
deal that is being presented to you guys is the same deal that we did to our best members last week. Because right now, if you come to our event next Tuesday, you'll see the offer for everybody is $500 down, and then 997. So you save $500 by getting that deal. And I told Lloyd because he asked me to do something special for his community, and so you guys have this. What is this?
you know, as Mark mentioned, right? For some of for some of you that have like, $5,000 accounts that you're trying to grow, it's not the service right here, right now. You're probably not at that stage, right, in your trading. Um, it's going to be hard to go in there with a $3,000 or $5,000 account. That would be correct in saying, right, Mark? But for those of you,
It's difficult to say because it's all about consistent and replicable processes. And I would urge, even if there's a guy in the room that has a $30,000 account and a $50,000 account, or even a $250,000 account or more, that you learn slowly but surely the stuff that we do. You know, it's like going at the gym, you bench press slowly with 2 contracts, 3 contracts, start doing some back ratios and start getting confidence. Because there's a lot of freaking classes in this industry, but nobody gets confidence because you don't apply. This business is very clear. You trade or you don't trade. You know, when you guys are with Lloyd during the day, it's kind of very hard to simulate the fact you trade or you don't trade, right? It's a black and white business. So I recommend everybody to go slowly. Even if you have a lot of money, learn our processes. Our processes is not something you are going to learn in 1 day and 1 week. That's what the other guys sell you. They sell you the soup, right? What we do is we want you to repeat and repeat the processes till they become second nature to you. Does that make sense, guys? It's very unique because what we do in the mentorship 2 times a year, sorry, is we offer 3 things. We offer the tools, we offer the live trading and training, so trading and training, right? And you have everything then, and you have the training with the videos and the stuff, but this business needs to be live. You need to trade. So you have the edge with the tools, the training, the live interaction, and you have the community. So let me show you. Do you mind if I show them quickly the Facebook group since you are
no,
involved too?
sure, I was gonna mention that too as well. It's amazing.
Okay, because I think it's important that you see that we are dealing with real people, guys. We are not the fake. As a matter of fact, if you do some due diligence on the internet, daytradingzones.com reviews or tradingimini.com reviews, you'll see we have been around for a long time, guys. There's over 100 reviews. So look at those people. This is real faces. Those are real people. This is not, this is me, by the way. So, but this is real faces. Those are students of mine. We took some pictures of students, or this Dan, or people who interact all the time and in the community. And we know have in the mastery, you see, you are not one group out of many. We still have 200 tight active members, right? And see what is cool is like this guy Dan is very passionate. He says Marc Nciolas called it today, and I caught the move because of him. Do you guys see that? This is real, guys. This is not this this is not a fake review bullshit, right? And so what I like about this student and this trader, he's very passionate. See, he's looking at the full Pro Tool. He's explaining to the community how he took his long, how he took his short. He's putting some arrow. I mean, the guy works, right? So if you want a fish for the day and have trades being fed to you all day and you are confident in the signal being given to you, then trade rooms like Lloyd and others, all you need. But if you really want to learn this business, then like Lloyd said earlier on, you have a shot at something that is unique for a very, very affordable price. And I cannot promise things because I'm not one of those guys that bullshit promise, but I think he will tremendously help you from where you are to where you want to be in this business. You know.
That's what Mark. JD is asking about after the time is up. How much is it for the tools?
So if you guys want to stay in the Facebook community, right? In the full Pro Tool and everything is 197 a month. And typically what we do is we are giving you some trades, some call credit spread, some iron condor, some back ratio. If you feel that you have not paid for your monthly fee, you send us an email and we'll refund you the money. Is that fair, guys? I think it's perfectly fair. Every month you stay and you ROI your fee, fine. You don't ROI your fee, send us an email and we'll give you back the money. No problem. No question asked. Okay. On the master, it's a little delicate. If you don't stay after the 500 are down, we will switch you to this service, the buy zone, caution zone, and you come and see us on Tuesday, right? It's our entry service, and we'll give you 6 months of that. So you never lose a dime. You get to come to the boot camp. You come to see the recordings of a lot of preciousness of what we've done, and you get that for 6 months. So you never lose, even if you continue to not decide to continue the mastery after the week of October 17, which you'll have to make a decision after the week of October 17 before you come to the live room October 24 or whatever it is. Okay, so we always take a lot of risk on us, and the reason being is we are very confident of what we do, guys. I mean, I'm sure Lloyd, I don't know how long you were following me for, but I mean, this is we are not new at this. Okay. Next
Mark, I
question,
saw.
JD. Go ahead.
So someone's asking about the tools. JD, I believe it's one. Is it that 197 after 2, Mark?
6 months. 6 months. We take you under our wing 6 months. For the mastery, and after you stay in the mastery group if you want or not. It's up to you. Yeah, it's totally up to you. Is
And
there?
guys.
Am I missing a
Okay.
question? Or tell me that because sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna tell everybody that I, I've never, guys. You guys know me, right? Talk to me. You guys know me. I've never had anybody in here to sell something to the room. You guys know that, right? Um, this is something I am so damn passionate about that I would love to have everybody in this room at a stage where we could do this course. I just can't. It's like the Harvard education of trading. It really is. When you look at it, And to go one step further on that Facebook group, let's say you get in a really shitty trade and you don't know how to fix it, you can go on there and post it, and someone's gonna help you. Right? Is right, Mark? I've seen that happen a few times, where someone's gotten in a
About,
bad
sorry?
trade. Where someone, if you get in like a credit spread that goes against you, and you went and post it on the Facebook page, you can say, "Hey, what do I do?" Someone's gonna help you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the advantage. Like here, look, guys, I don't know if you still see my screen, but one of the advantages, like, guys brainstorm with each other. See those guys here? Like Danny comes with his opinion of what he did, and they all come back. And I mean, this is the same as what you guys do. The difference is we have a room on GoTo where people come in the live room and interact, but we wanted a place where people, with their face, with their real people being together. It's a closed mastermind. It's good. It's a private group. Actually, look what they say, secret group with a lock, secret group. I mean, so yeah, like people help each other all the time, all the time. And by the way, I want to show you um, um, that see Dan Wolf, like people help, and we jump in. Lloyd jump in. Well, were you not talking to Dan at one point somewhere?
So I need my
I mean, I know
photo up there, Mark.
Lloyd has been active there too, as well. Excuse
Mark,
me.
I need my photo at the top. I need my photo at the top soon. I want to be on the
You
header of
well,
my photo.
I can search your post, but I can put. Oh, you want your picture at the top. Now,
I'm just kidding.
here, Lloyd. Well, see, so Lloyd interacted with see Lloyd Cox, New York City, interacted with Dan on October the 1st. He interacts here and he posts stuff in our room all the time too. Okay, so he's when he tells you he is a member and a trader, students as well, he's not bullshitting you. Look, this is the proof that the guy is what he tells you is true. I mean, you probably know that the guy is true, otherwise you would not be in his room. Okay, but hopefully this was interesting, everybody. If you need more information, Kevin will give you the link where you can look at the entire recording of the members event from last week. There's, I think, 10 minutes or 15 minutes where my director of operation explained the deal of the mastery of exactly what you get for the price, right? If it's not a no-brainer yet to you guys, and explains everything, and get to know us. Even if you don't join us this time, but perhaps you join us in 6 months or 8 months. Just get to know us, be on our database. He has another link, I believe, where you can get also videos, free videos, Lloyd, and just get to know us. I don't expect people who have never heard about Marc Nciolas, day trading zones, to embrace who we are, but just think about it. If you do see the value of what we offer, which for many is a no-brainer twice a year. Ask yourself, where will you be in 6 months, 7 months until we open the next boot camp? That's all you have to reflect on. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to present. Lloyd for inviting me in this community, Jorge and Johnny to entrust me being part of the mastery already. And guys, hopefully that was helpful. I just want everybody to have a different mind that just day trading, day trading, day trading. You got to shift in a little bit more of duration and different ways of building your wealth, everybody. Okay? You have a nice evening. And Lloyd, if you have any other questions, let me know.
No,
And
I'm good,
otherwise,
Mark. I want to thank you for coming in, but I also want to thank you for kind of changing the way I think about trading. It's really life changing, guys. I can't stress it.
hey,
I'm really horrible at
appreciate,
selling something,
appreciate,
but I can only tell you
appreciate
from my
what you
heart.
do.
You
Awesome.
know,
Appreciate. You take care, everybody. Have an awesome evening. Stay safe. And remember, this is not a slot machine or a video game. Pay yourself, and move to the pyramid 2 and 3. Take care. Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Marcus, Jake, Etienne. Maybe bonsoir, Etienne. Who knows? Camric, JD, Shane, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate the engagement. You take care. Stay safe, everybody. I have to go and kiss my sons goodnight now. Take care. Take care, everybody.
So,
Thank you.
thank you, Mark. So, guys, the NQ is falling down a little bit. Um, so, listen, I wanted to really invite him in. Jorge's taking that class. Johnny's taking the class. There's a guy Theo that already took it. Guys, it's I don't know. I've gotten to know Mark. We talk on Skype. I asked him to help me with UVXY, right? We kind of got to be trading buddies on Skype, and I feel the reason I did this because I know some of you buy like John Carter courses and stuff like this. Guys, this is like 20 times better than that shit. Excuse my language. All right, it's 20 times better than all that crap that's getting sold to you. This is real. Johnny's taking it, Jorge's taking it, I'm taking it. I mean, it's um I don't know, guys. It's something you got to make your decision. That last link right here, if you'll get his nightly videos. Okay, you're gonna get his nightly videos if you just sign up for that. If you really want to look at the course, really start thinking about the markets falling, guys, overnight. David, I've been in John Carter's room. He sends out, in my opinion, the most aggressive trades that you can lose money on. I don't know. His course, his trades are high risk, and guys, the market's getting ready to I'm missing a good night of trading the Qs. Qs are down at 71 right now. All right. Yeah, he does that. So at least, even if you don't do anything, sign up for his videos, right? You're gonna get them every night. If it's for you and you're looking for a good course, I would much rather have you guys in this course. Guys, I hope one thing you understand, right? I don't bullshit with you guys. You know that, right? I mean, you guys see my screen. You know I trade real money, right? You know I don't make a living. You know I don't make a living in New York City selling $25 memberships, right? I hope you do anyway. Um, so when something came up, it's like Dan at Cobra Trading, right? The Venom Trading. I don't make, it comes in the room. I push his stuff, right? I used to push Wolf on Wall Street. Um, if I find something I like that I feel can help you become better at what you want to do, right? That's what really matters to me. Because as I tell everybody, I can make my own money trading, guys. I can make my own money trading, right? I can sit here every day and pull money out of this market, right? So you got something to think about, and even if you don't decide to do the course, think about what Mark has said and think about what I have said. And Jorge, if you want to come on the mic and talk, you can, or Johnny, either one of you guys. Um, you know, if you want to. And just so you know, don't if you're the person that all you want is trade alerts, don't even think of taking this course. All right. If all you want is someone to hand you trade alerts, don't even think of this course. All right. This is not what this is. All right. So don't even get the videos and watch them because he does give good levels, right? But if you really want a course on the internet that teaches, uh, yeah, man, here, send me another email, Shake. Send me another email. Can you? And this is my Skype. Add me there too. Um, the indicator is e-signal, David. But I'm gonna tell you guys something. Jorge, You didn't have e-signal. Jorge had Max, right? Didn't have the e-signal. Was scared shitless that you had to get e-signal. And Jorge's loving e-signal. E-signal is the best charting. In the class, what option strategies am I using in the class, Mitchell? Is that what you're asking me? I'm just selling a lot of premium. And what I'm doing personally right now, for me right now, I'm doing directional trades and futures to make most of my money. Okay. Secondly, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing put debit spreads. I'm actually doing a lot of put debit spreads. All right, Jake, you remember Jake? Are you here? Jake Al, you here? So before I went to Maine, and see Jake, you might have messed this. You might not have got this trade right. I think we bought a 219 220 put debit spread on the SPY. Was that what the trade was, Jake? I can't remember. So Jake got happy because he went in 10 contracts. You made a few $100, right? When I went home, the SPY actually rallied, and you know what I did? I got rid of my short legs, Jake, and I let my long legs run. I made like $2,000 on that damn trade. And that's something Mark teaches you. But and here's the issue, guys, right? Because this is so new to me, right? That day that the market's tanking, Jake, and we had that trade on, right? I didn't even think to let my short legs go, right? Because I'm still trying to my mind is still trying to become into this. How do I say that? I'm sitting here with that trade in my account, and I didn't get rid of my short legs, and I'm like, this is stupid. And then it bounced the next day, and I get rid of my short legs, right? And this is what he teaches you. So I'm doing a lot of debit spreads, Mitchell, where when I see a move, I back ratio and get rid of my short legs. Where when I see a move, I back ratio and get rid of my short legs to let them go. Does that make sense? And I'm doing a lot of futures trading in my the account that I used to make a living. So I'm finding the market to trade directionally. Swing trading is really hard. But as Mark said, we're in a range, right? We're stuck in this damn range. It's kind of a violent range. Yeah, he's scaling into a gold position, Jake. That's one of his themes. He's scaling into a long gold. So he is scaling into a gold position, Jake. I don't know. Um I haven't been in the room. This week has been really busy, so I haven't really been in the room. But I think he showed you that on his chart on his thing, didn't he show you that? So for me, guys, I just wanted to say Jorge and Johnny, and there's another guy, Theo. We all are taking the class. Um, so yeah. So I wanted to have him come in. It's not a big sales pitch. Sign up for his free video at least. That you're gonna get the free action videos because he gives damn good levels on the SPY on those videos. So you're gonna get it's he has a deal. It's $99 a month. First 2 months free. You just pay you pay the first 2 months you pay I think $39 to $40 for the data. So um your first 2 months are free on eSignal. And it's like 100 what is it, Johnny? You get it. $140 a month eSignal. Right. Um yeah, so it's like 140 bucks a month max. If you have interactive brokers, you get the features free. I mean, I love eSignal. So, guys, it's something you guys really got to think about, right? I'm horrible at selling something, but I paid the class. I paid $3,000 in my own money. And I'm trying to make time to do it and have a trading room as well. And as you know, Mark said, I was very honest with him. I said I run a trading room, blah blah blah, but I want to do this not for the trading room. I want to do it for me. Yep, 140 bucks a month. 140 for the e-signal platform and market data. And the first 2 months are free. You just pay $40. Yeah, Mark's e-signal is so good. I love that damn thing. I think it's the best trading platform in the world. I think if you're really a serious trader, you're either going to want e-signal or you're going to want e-signal. And Jorge got the course because of me. You know, I told him, I said, hey, I'm taking a course, and it was like right down to the wire. And when Mark says he's got 50 people, guys, he's really not being a snake oil. He doesn't take that many. I trade directly with through I trade directly with I trade directly through IB. I use eSignal for charting. You can use eSignal to integrate with IB very easy. Like Jorge still does TOS. His main account is at TOS, but he uses eSignal for charting. But with IB, eSignal integrates with IB. Hi, Cobra is amazing, guys. Mitchell. Cobra Trading is Interactive Brokers, except you got Dan. Go in that and look at it. I mean, just without hesitation, I can recommend Cobra Trading beyond a doubt. Dan will take care of you. Who's here uses Dan at Cobra Trading? Um, I mean, he's good, right? Check. He's good. He's definitely. I mean, Dan helps you. Dan's great. So if you want Interactive Brokers, same price, but you want a little better support, you can't go wrong, guys. I'm not. Listen, I recorded it. Yeah. So here's what you get, right? So you get the 1 week boot camp. So number one, all the classes that he has, you get a lifetime into your classes. Okay. Let me show you guys what you get. All right. Let me show you guys. So this is what you get. All right. So members area. All right. First thing that's going to happen that you're going to get is you're going to get a 1 week boot camp. Okay. And I forget what was it, guys, like 8 to 2 or something like that, Monday through Friday. It's all recorded. I couldn't stay and do it, okay, because I had the trading room, right? So you get the 1 week boot camp where he goes over point A to point B about options trading, um, trading the SPY, trading weekly options, trading monthly income, this, that, blah, 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 blah. All right. Every Tuesday, you get to go into a chart block. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8:30 to 11:30, you get to go into the live trading room. And Mark came in the other day and he saw that Apple was going to bounce. And as he mentioned, he went in 100 and how many contracts did he go in? 100 contracts? 130 contracts? But as he's mentioned, he doesn't like these trades are not his way of making money because and guys, here's the thing. This room is mainly a day trading room short term. I don't have the setup to really switch this room into this. And in fact, if I start personally doing a lot of credit spreads, I get people canceled because I'm not doing enough day trades, right? And then here's the recordings of all the trading sessions. If you want to learn how to trade, watch Mark trade. Okay? I mean, all the way back to January of 14. Every day it's all there, right? Then you also get the levels as well. Remember those levels I show you? The cushion zone. So then you get module 1, market mastery. This is trading a mini cornerstone PDF. This teaches you how to trade the E-mini. Trust me, it does, right? So he's teaching you basically all of this. Then you get module 2, and these you get access to this forever, right? Master credit spreads, options basic, wealth strategy, options principal, options downloads, okay. Skills growth, this is the more advanced part. Then you're going to get Marc's advanced classes. So you get all of Marc's advanced classes. This is option class 2016, how to profit in a declining market. So if you want to profit, market's going down, game plan 2016, sustainable income, master iron condors, back ratio mastery, master income trade return investment, okay. There's weekly options. You want to master how to trade weekly options? He teaches you.
So again, good afternoon, guys.
Okay.
Welcome to discuss.
I mean, just you don't see video. What do you see? Oh shit! I'm showing you the wrong one. Oh, all right. Here, let's do this. Right here. So here, I can't believe I did that. All right. So here, look. First thing you get, right? You get the live. You get the trade. You get the boot camp. Check this out. So you get the boot camp. Um, I guess itchy. So you get the boot camp. So here's your boot camp. So you get this live where you go in, right? You get like 8:30 to 2:30, something like that. It's all recorded. I couldn't attend to it. Then you get all the previous boot camps. All right, these are all videos. All right, and you get notes. So it's like a really intensive. It's because you know why, guys. I apologize. I got a new monitor. I added a new monitor, and it's really messing up. Apology. No, that's saying that once, but it's not saying the right monitor. You gotta be kidding me. No, so it's not matching up my monitors right. All right. So, you know what? It's okay. I do this. Somehow it's not letting me go to that monitor. You know what? It's okay. Right? No, I don't know why it's not letting me go to the right monitor. So I got a new monitor. It's not recognizing that monitor. Let's see. Monitor 3. Move it over there. Is that happy? So here, just move it over there. No problem. All right. So here's your boot camp. You guys can see this, right? Here's your boot camp. And it's all recorded. All the prior boot camps. Okay. So you get your boot camp. We go in live. He goes over everything. You basically want to. This is why you only. This is why he only takes 50 people, because you're basically almost going one-on-one with him, right? So then you go into your. Then you get trading room. I think you have to wait a week before you go into trading. I think you have to go through the boot camp before you can go into trading room, because he doesn't want you in the trading room not knowing what you're doing. Everyone is recorded. See, so you can go back and just watch him trade all these days, and that's what I do at night sometimes. Right, I'll just go back and watch, because I really believe if you really want to learn how to trade, is watch a good trader trade. And this guy's trading 100 contracts, 200 contracts, 300 contracts. I've seen him go in 500 contracts in this SPY before. You get your chart blasts, right? And then you get module 1. Okay, all these are videos explaining how to trade. Then you get module 2, which you're going into wealth, right? Then you get your module 3, skills growth. You know how like John Carter does like a webinar, he charges like $497? Yeah. You know John Carter charges like $500 for every webinar? When Mark does a webinar and he charges for it, right? His webinars are right here. You get them free. You get all his webinars. So if he does a webinar, right, and he charges for it, and you're in the mastery program, it's gonna come up in your mastery. How to profit in a declining market, master options class 2016. We just had that on a Saturday. New Year game plan 2016. Um, yeah, it's all recorded, and you get lifetime access to your videos, your members area, right? I don't know, guys. It's definitely up to you guys. All right. For me, it's been something that I wanted to share with you guys. So it's getting late. I'm gonna, but Johnny can answer questions. Jorge can answer questions, right? We're all going through this, and we're loving. I'm just passionate about it. Okay, I'll get you the email, JD. Okay. Uh, yeah, I did. I dropped it for. So here's what you do: you pay $500 down, then 30 days later you pay 750. Then 30 days after that you pay 750. And if after that 500 is kind of the 500 is the you're trying it out, you get the boot camp, blah blah blah. If it's not for you, you just say, hey, it's not for me. For me, I paid 990. I paid 3 payments of 997 because I wasn't a member. So it was 997, 997, 997. I paid $3,000 for my course, I believe. No, wait. I got 500, 997, 997. 197. Yeah. So I can't say enough good things. And he's giving you that rate for the room. It's just normally for members. It's usually for members that have already taken one of his courses. Does that make sense, GG? So like if you paid for one of his webinars, then you get that rate. Yeah. So he's giving you that rate. I don't know, guys. Don't know what to say. Well, it starts the 16th, Mitchell. So I think he said he's got like what 11 spots left. And just so you know, when he says he's got 11 spots left, right? That boot camp, you're basically one-on-one with him. You and the 50 people. So he's not really telling you that just to tell you that. Does that make sense? I mean, it's not a game like only, 11 spots left. No. So I just wanted to share this with you, and I hope I didn't come off as too sales pitchy. I hope Mark gave you something to really think about. That's what I did, Gigi. You put it on my credit card. But you know, I can tell you straight up. Here is the deal, guys, and this is one of the reasons I do it because you guys are so many people in this room, right? Have said, "Oh, I bought Carter's webinar, or I bought this," and you get this stupid damn indicator that doesn't mean anything, right? And I'm like, if you guys are just gonna keep buying something, you might as well get the Rolls Royce of options training, right? Like Marcus got a couple courses, really good stuff. Marcus learned a lot. So, but Marcus picked good courses, and he picked probably the best guy on market profile there was, right, Marcus? If you wanted to learn market profile, um, that was the one. And his indicators, let me tell you something. His indicators are not anything special. I mean, they're not the most esoteric thing in the world. All these lines are weekly, hourly, 60-minute support and resistance. They're price action lines, right? Except the red ones. They're really price. They're just price levels. Yeah, see, look at Jorge. He ditches in. You had Carter's indicators. Right. Yeah, GD. And I don't know. I hope you trust me enough to know I'm not doing this for any other motivation other than that. I don't know. I spent $3,000 on it. I didn't ask for my money back, right? Yeah, right. So, all right, guys, let's call it a night. If you have any questions, you can. I don't know why I can't get my monitor working right. Yeah, Jim Dalton was. He's like, if you want to learn a market profile, right? That's what you do. So good night. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing up, and let's see if we can knock some trades out tomorrow too. I'm really. If you guys can tell, right? I'm gonna get. I gotta